This is a song about a guy sitting in a bar listening to a cowboy song, crying his eyes out. It's called The Saddest Song. This is horrible, sorry. Okay. The jukebox played a cowboy song about some guy named Ned. He'd shot a man for hiding several laces up his sleeve. And that song had me crying as I sat there at the bar. I felt so sad I nearly had to leave. Well, the posse then was riding hard. Ned was moving fast. He was trying to get himself to someplace he could hide. And the tears were streaming down my face, and the folks all turned and stared, wondering why that song would make me cry. Ned, oh Ned, won't you ride and get away? Get yourself to someplace safe and fight another day. Ned, oh Ned, don't you let them take you in. Live free or die and don't ask why, but please Ned, don't give in. Well, Ned, he still was riding hard and the sun was going down. The posse day was falling ever more and more behind. But then his pony stumbled and the barkeep grabbed my arm and asked me what was up with all my crying. Well, I wiped the sleeve across my eyes, I stopped to blow my nose. I pulled myself together and let out a massive sigh. But then old Ned got up and got his pony back in stride, and I resumed my howling and the barkeep joined in crying. Ned, oh Ned, won't you ride and get away? Get yourself to someplace safe and fight another day. Ned, oh Ned, don't you let them take you in. Live free or die and don't ask why, but please Ned, don't give in. Well, I tried to calm the barkeep down, but by now the crying spread. Folks were sobbing in their beers, not a dry eye to be had. And then he still was riding, and it looked like he was safe. So I pulled myself together and explained what made me sad. Oh, I had once been just like Ned, a wild and carefree guy, a little reckless now and then, but basically okay. And then you walked into my life and turned it upside down, and I've been wishing ever since that I could get away. But you wore me down and I caved in and said we should get hitched. You promised you would love me and how happy I would be. But once the vows were spoken, you became a royal bitch, and I've been wishing ever since that I could just get free. Ned, oh Ned, won't you ride and get away? Get yourself to someplace safe and fight another day. Ned, oh Ned, don't you let them take you in. Live free or die and don't ask why, but please Ned, don't give in. Just then the door blew off its hinge and you stomped into the room. You fixed me with an evil glare and bellowed out my name. The folks were frozen in their seats, nobody said a word. As you came down the aisle, both your eyes were shooting flames. Well, the barkeep, he just looked at me, then he motioned with his eyes towards the door behind the bar that led into the street. Then he clocked you with a beer stein in the head and then he cried, "This is your chance, don't blow it, pal, it's time for your retreat." Well, I jumped across the bar and then I headed towards the back. I heard the people cheering as you got up off the floor. And then I heard the strangest sound as I ran for my life. The folks, they all were singing as I headed out the door. Ned, oh Ned, won't you ride and get away? Get yourself to someplace safe and fight another day. Ned, oh Ned, don't you let them take you in. Live free or die and don't ask why.